Hello, greetings to you and welcome to Grade 8 Tutor. My name is Afari Ernest and today we are going to look at logical connectives and critical thinking. So here we are going to look at something that we call symbolic logic, right? So symbolic logic. So we are going to use what? Symbols in logical what? Expressions, right? Yes. So let's first of all look at the definition of symbolic logic. So we say symbolic logic is a branch of logic that uses symbols to represent logical what? Expressions, argument, and relationship. It provides what? Formal system for analyzing and evaluating arguments using symbols such as this. We are going to be using a lot of symbols. So you'll be seeing this, you'll be seeing this, you'll be seeing this, you'll be seeing this. I don't know how to draw this, but let me try something like this. Oh. Lost, but I'll try. Then what again? We are going to use conditional and also biconditional. Okay, so we are going to use a lot of symbols in our studies today. I hope you get it. So, okay. Alright. So now that we know the definition for symbolic logic, it's a branch of logic that uses what? Symbols to express ideas, arguments, or any other expression. I hope you get it. So that is what we are going to do today. So let's say you can be given something like, you can be given P. Let's say it is raining, right? So it is raining. Right, so P represents what? It is raining. Now, for every sentence or statement or proposition that will be given to you, it will be indicated by what? Letter, right? So this is what? P, right? And they can also give you another one. Let's say Q. Q, let's say he is dancing. He is dancing. I hope you get it. Yes, so for this one, let's say P. Now we are going to express it in what? Symbolic what? Logic or symbolic form. So it is raining. P represents it is raining. So we know that it is raining is represented by what? P. I hope you get it. Yes. Then we are going to look at the definitions and the meanings for all the symbols. So once you understand the symbols, you can now convert what? Statements into what? Symbols. You can now convert symbols into what? Statements. I hope you get it. For example, we will look at one of them. Let's say this. It represents what? Not or denial. Right? So, it is raining. If you want to say it is not raining, this is how you are going to represent it. This symbol will come in front of what? P. So, meaning that you will have something like this. I hope you get it. So, this symbol here represents what? Not. So, meaning the whole of this is what? It is not raining. I hope you get it. Yes. And another one is, let's also use this. He is dancing, right? So this one is true. If you want to say he is not dancing, you say what? He is not dancing, right? So this represents the not. I hope you get it. So the not will affect the atomic proposition here. So this is an atomic proposition. One statement or sentence is what? Atomic proposition. And that is what we are looking at today. Okay, so this is just introduction. We are going to look at more of it. We are going to start with compound statements or propositions. Okay, so let me clean this one. This was just by the way. Alright, so now let's get started. So compound statement is a statement that contains one or more simpler words, statements, or I said whenever you see a sentence, let's say he is dancing, it is what? A statement, a conclusion. You can also say it is what? an atomic what? Proposition. Because atomic proposition is talking about a simple sentence. That is one sentence, right? Yes. So when you say two, let's say propositions. Yes, we are talking about two atomic propositions combined together. So it is like compound sentence. What we did in our com skills and all that. It is compound sentence. So you are going to have, let's say, he is dancing or he is dancing whilst he is what? Eating. I hope you get it. Yeah, so this one consists of he is dancing as one whilst he is eating. So one atomic proposition here, another atomic proposition here, making it what? Two. That is what we term as what? Compound, right? So all these atomic propositions and all that, they are being combined by disjunct, conjunct, and biconditional conditions and all that. So that is what we are going to look at today. So let's start with the symbols. Okay, let's start with. So we have negation, conjunction. I'm going to write them here, so you take care of them. One, we have what? Negation. We have two, conjunction. We have disjunction. We have conditional. We have biconditional. Right? So let's look at them. This negation, it has what? Two symbols. So one is tilde, right? Or this. So the negation has what? Two symbols. Note them very well. For conjunction, it has so many, but let's look at the common ones. The first one is the full stop. Or the second one, I don't know how to draw it, but I'll still try. You have this, the last one. Let me look at it very well and see whether I can draw it. That's it, something like this. Okay, so something like this. Then there is this hook. I believe you get the symbol, right? So most of the time it is like this. I don't know how to do it, but it's funny. Okay, so this is the conjunction, but I believe you know the symbol that I'm talking about. Yes, it is difficult for me to draw, that is why. And so this one represents and, right? So let me use comma so that, because the or also represents something. So this one talks about not, right? Or denial. You are denying something. So I am eating. I am not eating, right? Then this conjunction here talks about and that is all. Do you get it? And the disjunction here is the opposite of this. So wedge. Is that the only one? Yeah. Most of the time it's only this wedge. Alright. So this one is also or. Then the next one is what? Conditional. So conditional has this. Meaning, if you know every conditional statement starts with what? If. So you say if the statement, then something must follow. So this is the conditional. So it is like, if you give me money, then I will give you food. Do you get it? It is a conditional statement. If it rains today, then I will not go to class. It's a conditional. So once it rains, then you not go to class. So it is represented by this symbol. Then for biconditional, it is also represented by this. Meaning, if and only if then, so note the difference very well, okay? So if and only if, this one is biconditional. If and only if, but for the conditional, it only starts with what? If. I hope you get it. Yes. So we will start looking at some examples, and I know definitely you are going to understand it very well. So before then, let's start with negation. I want the symbols to be here, then I'll use this place for my work. Okay, so negation first. You know, negation talks about what? Denial and what? Not, right? So it's a statement. Negation of a statement is the denial of that statement, and it is represented by what? Tilde, or the symbol you see over there. So negation of a simple statement is formed by inserting not. A simple statement. So a simple statement is just one atomic proposition, right? So I am eating. The denial becomes what? Type P, right? It becomes I am not eating, right? So if they give you I am not eating and they ask you to convert it to symbolic logic, you must go in for this, right? Or when they give you this in exams, then the follow-up question, they've just given you this to write it or convert it in logical form. This is how you do it, right? So you say that what? P, and that one is I am not eating. I hope you get it. Or P signifies what? I am eating. So in exams, if they say I am not eating, then you must convert it to the letter. It becomes what? Tilde P. I believe you get it all. So that is it. Then let's look at another example. It says the senator is what? A Republican. Is a Republican. So you see this sentence is also what? An atomic proposition or a simple sentence, right? So if you want to deny it, what do? You just insert not, okay? So this senator is not a Republican. And that is the negation of a simple sentence or statement or atomic proposition. I believe you get it. So now we are going to look at it this way. You see, this one is a simple sentence. Let's look at how complex it can be sometimes. Okay, so let it be here. Let's say all of Mr. D students are Philadelphia Eagle fans, right? So yes, let me use this example. All of Mr. D's students, all of Mr. D's students. So we see all of Mr. D's students are what? Mr. D students are Philadelphia Eagle fans. How do we even spell the Philadelphia? Okay. So Philadelphia Eagle fans. Okay. So this is also a simple sentence because it's just one sentence. It is not connected by any disjunct or a conjunct. But let's look at how to solve this. This one, you see, all of Mr. D students are Philadelphia Eagle fans. If you want to deny it, you cannot say all of Mr. D students are not Philadelphia Eagle fans. We don't do it that way. Once you see the all here, the denial of the all here is what? Some, right? It's some. So instead of saying all of Mr. D students are Philadelphia Eagle fans, you say some of Mr. D students are not Philadelphia Eagle fans. So you are negating the whole statement. So you would have to negate this before you bring what? The not. Because this is how it works. I have let's see, 10 students, and I'm saying all the 10 students are from KSB, and you want to deny it. You have to deny the all, right, to some. Then you put the not in the statement, making it, I said what? All of the students are KSB students. So some of the students are not KSB students. Some. I hope you get it. So that's the denial of the whole statement. So what we are going to do is, anytime you see all of something in categorical perspective or argument, what you are going to do is, you say some of Mr. D's students, some of Mr. D's students are not Philadelphia students, Eagle fans, sorry, Eagle fans. So you have negated this to some, right? Then you have introduced the not here. I believe you get it. So this is how it works for all of them, all the categorical argument. So what you are going to do is, anytime the question is given and you see all of this blah blah blah, and it has been negated, what you are going to do is, you negate the all, and the negation of the all becomes what? Some, right? Then you introduce the not in the statement, and you are good to go. That is just the short trick, okay, that you have to get it. Let's look at another one, then we move on to the next one. Okay. No students are math majors. Okay, no students are math majors. So no students are math majors. No students are math what? Majors, right? So we want to negate this. So this one is trying to tell us that if we have 10 students, none of them is specializing in what? Maths. I hope you get it. Then we want to negate it. If you want to negate it, how do you say it? Then you are not going to say what? All. You are going to say what? Some students are what? Math majors. The no here is already a negation. So there is no need for you to introduce what? Not. Unlike the first one. Just know the difference. Now back again, you are taking the first one, then you will take the second one. So for this one, it is going to be some students are maths So let's take the first one, then the second one, then we analyze the difference between them, so that when you get to the exam, so everything will be good. Now, it is saying all of Mr. D students are Philadelphia Eagle fans. Now, this one is saying that all of the students or everyone in the class is part of what? The Philadelphia Eagle fans, right? Or that person is a fan of the Philadelphia Eagle club or something. So, if you want to negate it, because it is considering everyone, that is why we are saying we negate it by saying what? Some, right? Then, because you are saying some, you would have to say some of Mr. D students are not Philadelphia Eagle fans. Because you are telling me all of them are Philadelphia Eagle fans. So if I want to counter or oppose, what I would say is that some of them are not Philadelphia Eagle fans. I hope you get it. Then we come here. No students are math majors. This one, there is no here. Telling you that the statement is already a denial. Unlike this statement is not a denial. It's a statement on its own. But this statement is already what? A denial. Because there is no here. And this no is somehow the same as the not or denial, right? So whenever you use the word no, you are denying the statement or the argument. So this statement has already been what? Denied. So if you are bringing the negative or if you are negating it, there is no need to also introduce not in it, because it is a denial and you are bringing it to what? A positive. So this is how you do it. Just like our simple calculations. If it is negative, then you want to negate it again, you are going to get what? Positive. I believe you get it. Yeah, so there is no going to be what? Not in this statement. I believe that is good. This statement is on its own. This one is already in denial. That is the difference between them. So if it is in denial statement and you are negating it, there is no need to introduce what? Not. You just bring the sum and you are good. But if it is not in denial, if there is no not or no in the statement, that one you just bring your sum and your not. That is all. Okay. So that is it for the negation. So we are trying to say that if you see it anywhere that, let me clear this. If you see it anywhere that all P are killed. If you see it like this, all P are killed, and you want to negate it, we say sum, don't forget the all is here, so sum P, then because it is not in denial form, we bring our not, sum P are not killed. That is what we are saying, okay? Then if you see another, this, the first part, if you see another example to be, let's say, no P are killed, and you want to negate it, let's go. What do? We say some P, because it is in denial, we are going to say some P. There is no need to bring the not, because the statement is in denial. So we say some P are killed, then we go away. I hope you get it. So this is just the logic, and these are the expressions, okay? So you can take your time and go through them, and you will get it what? Better. Alright, so now let's move on to the next thing on our list. That is what? Conjunction, okay? That is conjunction. So I'm cleaning this one. So the next thing we have here is what? Conjunction. So we see conjunction. Conjunction. So this conjunction here, you know from com skills and basic English language and all that, that conjunction here is talking about what? The use of the word and. I hope you get it. Mostly and it is used to connect what? Two atomic propositions. So maybe I want some example, but I'm not getting. Let me check if. Okay, Charlie is neat. Charlie is sweet. Okay, so if you say P, Charlie. So let me explain the conjunction. Okay, I have already explained the use of the word N to connect two atomic propositions, right? So Charlie is neat. That is P. And kill. You say what? Charlie is sweet. Okay. Yes. This is one simple sentence. One atomic proposition. One atomic proposition. One statement. One statement. One sentence. One sentence. Okay. They are all synonymous. So conjunction. Then how do you change this to a symbolic logic? Charlie is sweet is represented by P, right? So if you are talking about conjunction, exams after this, the question can be P, find or what is P, wedge, Q. They are trying to let you know that there is a conjunction here because there's the logic for conjunction, right? The symbolic logic for conjunction. So meaning you state P, then you bring N and, right? Then you bring the Q statement. So it is going to be Charlie is neat and Charlie is sweet. Okay, so in exams, that's how it's going to be. They will state it like this. Then they will give you the expression in symbolic logic form like this. Then what you have to do is you have to convert it towards an expression, or they can give you the expression and ask you to change it to what? A symbolic logic. So if they give you Charlie is neat and you see this, Charlie is sweet, meaning that there's what? A conjunct. So you bring one of the symbols. So you either bring the dots, you bring this, or you bring this. Any of them you are correct. Okay. So either way, they can say P dot Q. It still means the same. Or P, this symbol. This symbol, okay. Q, right? It also means what? The same. So in exams, it's either you get the three of them, then you convert into the expression, or you get the expression, then you write any of these. So the most important thing is to understand or to get the concept of the symbolic logic, or you get the symbols in your head. I hope you get it. If you understand when it is being given 5 questions on the symbols to change to expression, and 5 questions on the expression to also change to the symbols, you'll be able to do that. Okay, so that is it for the conjunction. We are going to look at another question for the conjunction. Okay, so here this one is saying the lyrics are controversial. That is P. The lyrics are controversial. Q. The performance is banned. The performance is banned. So the lyrics are controversial is for P. The performance is banned is for what? Q. If you are asked to change this to, let's say, symbolic logic, if I say the lyrics are controversial and the performance is banned, meaning you write it in symbolic form, P dot Q. I hope you get it. So anytime you see the N there, you come and take one symbol, you place it there. Or if they give you the expression, you can also convert the expression towards the symbolic logic. Okay, so that is it for the conjunction. Yes, that is it for conjunction. And also have it in mind, this atomic preposition and the conjunction, it is known as what? A conjunct, right? A conjunct. So this is conjunct 1, conjunct 2, conjunct 2, conjunct 1 and conjunct 2. Okay, so have that one in mind, that yes, under conjunction, each simple sentence is what? A conjunct. Okay, so now let's look at the truth table under conjunction. Okay, so the truth table, what they are trying to tell us is that if I'm coming, yes, if you see, it's just like I want to use a scenario. Okay, it is vice versa, so definitely you will get it. Definitely you will get it. Okay, so let's say it this way. If this sentence is true, okay, and this sentence is false, once they meet, true and false statement, once they meet under the truth table, I'm coming. Okay, let me do it that way then. So I wanted to use the examples here to explain, but let me clean them. You will definitely get there, and Alright, so the truth table, that's how it works. I don't know whether am I supposed to draw or so. Let's say you have two statements. You have P statements and you have Q statements. Oh, the markers are not helping. You have P statements and you have Q statements. Now, if these two come together, it becomes P dot Q or P. What is the other one? Q or this symbol again. Something like this. Q. Okay. I believe you know the symbol I'm talking about. So if I draw and I make mistake, please pardon me. Alright, so what they are trying to tell us is that suppose you have the first sentence to be true, the second sentence to be true, and you know when the sentence is true because under deductive and inductive arguments we talked about. So suppose this sentence is saying that all humans are mortal, right? And this second sentence is saying Kofi is a human. You see, the two of them are what? True. And at the end of the day, the conjunct is going to give you what? These two conjuncts are going to give you true argument or true statement. How to get it? You are going to get a true statement. Now, if you have a true statement and a false statement, so this example we can say all birds have feathers, right? Which is true. Then the second sentence states that pig is a bird, which is false, right? And under conjunction, it is going to make the whole sentence what? False, right? It is going to make the whole sentence false. Because once there is a false statement in it, it is going to be false. So here too, let's say you have first sentence to be false, second sentence to be true. You are still going to get it false, right? You are still going to get a false statement. Then, a situation whereby the two are all false, so you are going to get what? False statement. So have it in mind that under conjunction, the only time you will get a statement to be true is when the two atomic propositions are all true. If one atomic proposition or one sentence is true and the other is false, at the end of the day, the statement will be what? False. I hope you get it. So if you tell me all birds are feathers, pig is a how do you call it? A bird. Then your statement, which is all birds are feathers and pig is a bird, is going to be what? False, because you have an atomic proposition which is false. That is the second one. How to get it? And it does like that, and this is how to get to the truth table. So for the truth table under the conjunction, don't forget, it is only when the two atomic propositions are true. It is only when they are true, that is when you get true, and that is all. The rest of them, anytime it is projected or reflected by a false statement, you are going to get what? A false statement at the end. Do you get it? So this is the conjunct or the conjunction of the truth table. Okay, then we will proceed to the next one. Okay, I think the next one is the, how do you call it? The disjunction, right? The disjunction. So let me give you this example, then you try. So it says, oh, I think we have already taken it, Chan. We have already taken it. Let me check if I will get you. Okay. Jones entered the country at New York and went straight to what? Chicago. So, meaning P word what? Q. I hope you get it. The conjunction is very simple and I believe you understand. Okay. Yes, once you have any question the conjunction or any part that you don't understand, you can put it at the comment section and I'll make sure I will attend to you. Okay, all right. So that is it for the truth table for conjunction. Okay, so now let's move on to disjunction. So let me explain the truth table for disjunction before we tackle some examples. Do you get it? So that we wouldn't come back to draw this table again. Okay, so for disjunctions we have first statement, second statement, but this place is going to change to the symbol. What is the symbol? This symbol. So it is going to what? P, Q. Okay. Now for disjunction, the only thing that you can also talk about under disjunction is that, you know, anytime true meets, you are going to get what? True. I hope you get it. Yes. But true and false, when they come together under conjunction, you get F. But true and false, when they come together under disjunction, you get T. Okay? You get T. F and T, anytime they meet under disjunction, you get what? T. So the only time two atomic propositions or two statements will give you a false result or false statement is when the two of them are all false. Okay, yes, it's when the two of them are all false. For example, so you see, when you tell me it's either I choose black or blue. This statement, this one is right, this one is right. So it's either I choose one. I hope you get it. It's either I choose one. So you see that for the statement here, always true. When they meet, you get true. But when true and false, so suppose, okay, let me use a sentence. Suppose you say all birds have feathers, and this one is pig is a bird. This one, because it is not N, it is not this way, right? But rather or, the junction is or, right? So because it is or, but not N, you are not combining them. They all stand separately. Do you get it? And the truth overshadows what? The false under the conjunction. So anytime you have, so it is like true or false. True or false. False or true. So they are all standing separately. But under conjunction, they are what? Combined. I believe you get it. So one thing under the truth value table that you would have to get it. Don't even try relating them to examples and all that. Once it is given, you read the let's say statement. All birds have feathers. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So meaning it is true. You write T. All pigs are bird. Is it true? No. So that one is false. So that statement, if it is a conjunction, you analyze T, F. And under conjunction, T, F will give you what? False. Because once there is a false statement, it is going to give you false. So what you are going to do is, know that under disjunction, it is only when you have it is only when you have false that will give you a false result. The rest are all TT, right? Then under conjunction, it is only when you have TT that will give you T. The rest are all F. That is it. Just pick some analogy, then make sure you get it in your head. Okay? Yes, because this one is also, let's say, something on its own that if we are to discuss, do you get it? It is going to be a whole topic on its own. Do you get it? But then it is just a minor under what we are doing now. So once it is a minor, let's treat it that way. We are not going to go deeper comparing them to examples and all that. Just pick the table and you make sure the table is in your head. That's all. So you know how to analyze the statement. Then you pick your results. If it is false, it is false. If it is true, it is true. I hope you get it. Alright. So that is it for the disjunction table or the truth table for disjunction. So now let's look at some of the examples. Okay, let's look at some of the examples. Good. Yes, I wanted to. There's another one. Or unless. Good. I was searching for this. Okay. So let's pick an example. You will do poorly in the exam unless you study, right? So this is the statement given. You will do poorly in the exam unless you study. So now we have to change this to what? Symbolic logic, right? So you will do poorly. Let me see there. Okay, you will do poorly in the exam is what? P. So this one is P. Unless you study is what? Q. So now they are saying what? You are to N. Is it you study, not unless you study. You study, right? This is Q. So you see that they will give you you do poorly, right? Yeah. You will do poorly in the exams. Then let's say P. You will do poorly in the exams. Q. You study. Then they will give you a question. Question will be given. So let's say P wedge Q like this. So meaning that you have to change no. Okay. Forget about this. This will be the maybe the preamble in the exam. P, you will do poorly in the exams, right? Q, you study. And so when this is given, when they give you this symbolic logic, meaning that you will do poorly in the exams unless you study. I hope you get it. And that is what we have here. I believe you get it. So P here represents you do poorly in the exams. Q represents you study. So because of this symbol, unless. And so if you are to convert this into expression, that is what we have here. Okay. Alright, so I want more examples. Okay, we can use the first one. Charlie is neat, Charlie is sweet. Let's use that one too and see. If you are, let's say Charlie is neat. This one is A and B. Charlie is sweet. Right? So exams, if they give you A wedge B like this, B like this, meaning what? Charlie is neat. Then this one is what? Or you are not going to use unless, right? Yes. Sometimes it depends. The or and the unless, you have to know the points to use them, right? So Charlie is neat, or Charlie is what? Sweet. Charlie is neat unless Charlie is sweet. No. So Charlie is neat or Charlie is sweet. Yes. In the exams you get proper examples. Okay. Yes. And when you are reading, you either use the or the unless, but you check the sentence before you choose the word. Okay. Because especially for this example, you cannot say you do poorly in the exams or you study. Right? You have to use the unless. It's the same point when you get to some expression, you would have to use or instead of the unless. Okay. Although they all represent what? The disjunction. I hope you get it. Yes. So this is it for also disjunction. Okay. That is the disjunction. We have looked at the disjunction table. Yes, the disjunction truth table, and realize it's only when you have what false statements that will give you a false result. The rest are all true. Okay. Yes. So that is disjunction. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is conditional, right? Conditional. Then we look at the last one and we end. So the conditional statements. The blue marker, I suppose. The conditional statements, okay. Conditional. You know, when you are giving condition, you start with the word if. If then this. If A, then B is a conditional statement. I hope you get it. So if A, then B. If A, then B. This A is a statement, this B is a statement. So you see that if, then a statement will come, then another statement will come. Right? Yes. So let's pick an example here. Okay, so we are going to use this example to solve for. Okay, this is better. So P, I am innocent. P says I am innocent. Is it double N? I am innocent. And Q says I am an alibi. I am an alibi. Is it? Alibi. Is it alibi or alibi? Alibi or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, so alright. So I am innocent or I am an alibi, right? So the first question says P, the top word Q, right? So question 1, P, Q. Question 2, is P, Q. Question 3. Tyler, P, Tyler, Q. It is Tyler Q, Tyler P. Okay. Then Q, where is Tyler P? Q, wedge, Tyler P, and this Tyler Q, Tyler P. Alright, so for the question on the board, so I am innocent, I am an alibi. So what we are going to do is we are going to use it to answer the following question. But I wanted us to look at some question under the condition, yes, the conditional, but if A then B, meaning that if there is a statement, then there will be what? Another statement. How we get it? And that is all. So if it rains, I will not go to school. If it does not rain, I will go to school. If it does not rain, then I will go to school. If it rains, then I will not go to school. Alright, so let's answer the questions. The first one is, when I finish, I'll give you one to try, then you give me the answers at the comment section. So the first one, we have it on the board. So P and Q, and this is what? A conjunction, right? Yes, so indicating and, right? So we say 1, I am innocent. And I am Marcus. I'm innocent and I am an alibi. Right. So there's the first one. Okay. There's the first one. Then we move on to the second one. move on to the second one. We move on to the second one, which is P conditional what? Kill. This is the conditional, right? So if dot dot dot, then so we are going to be saying if I am innocent, if I am innocent, right? Then I am an alibi. As simple as that. Okay. If I am innocent, then I am an alibi. Okay. So that is it for number 2. Then number 3, we say what? Tied up. Kill, conditional, tied up, P, right? So this is what? A denier, or you see not, right? So kill is what? I am an alibi. So if you negate kill, it is going to be I am not an alibi. I believe you get it. Negation kill, conditional, negation P. So negation kill, you write it. This is kill, I am an alibi. If you negate it, it becomes I am not an alibi. So you see, I am not an alibi. Then another it is conditional. So we have to start with if. If I am not an alibi, then tied up P. I am not innocent, right? So then I am not innocent. So this is what it means. You negate kill, you negate P. So I am not innocent. We have negated what? P. I am not an alibi. We have negated what? Kill. But there's a conditional sign here, meaning that we have to start with if, and in the middle there should be then. Do you get? That is why we are saying if negation kill. So if I am not an alibi, then negation P. I am not innocent. Okay, and that is what we have here. Okay. Now the last one, we are saying kill, and that one is what? I am an alibi. So we write it. I am. There is no negation here, so we just write what is there. I am an alibi. Because there is no conditional, that is why I didn't bring the if. But this symbol here means what? And, right? So we see and. This is what? Negation P. And this is P. I am innocent. So the negation P becomes what? I am not innocent. So and I am not innocent. I am not innocent. Okay. As simple as that, then we are done. We are done. So this is how to express and this is how the exam is going to be. So this one will be given, then you convert the questions will be given like this. You convert them into expressions, and maybe 5 questions. Then another 5 questions will be all in expressions. Then you convert them into this form. I hope you get it. As simple as that. Okay. Now the last one that we are supposed to look at, I'll give you one to try. So, and that one is a little bit complex because you are going to have 3 sentences. So you should know how to combine and do it. Yes. Yes. So that is the end. For the last one, the by conditional, it is the same as the conditional, but if you see this symbol, instead of the if, you just replace it with what? This, and that is all. The statement will come, then will come, and then another statement will follow. As simple as that. Okay. Yeah. So we are not even going to catch the by conditional because it is also what? A conditional statement. The only difference is what how you begin with it. So for this one, the if here, if it was supposed to be a by conditional form like this, it would have been if and only if I am not an alibi. As simple as that. Okay. Yes. So this brings us to the end of the logical words connectives. under critical thinking. Once again, my name is Afari Ernest. Kindly subscribe to Gradient Tutor. You like our videos and make sure you share to your friends so that they all benefit from the videos as well to help our academic pursuit. Alright, so thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye.